you right now, oh Heavenly Father. Lord, we need you. We can't get along without you, Heavenly Father. Lord, I ask you to come in here and regulate our minds, oh Heavenly Father. Lord, don't let them see me, let them see you, oh Heavenly Father. Let me just be a messenger of your word, oh Heavenly Father. Lord, we want to thank you for our bishop right now, Heavenly Father. Lord, we lift him up right now to you, oh Heavenly Father. We thank you for our bishop right now, Heavenly Father. And Lord, I ask you to come to me, oh Heavenly Father.
Thank you.
That you decrease me and increase you, oh Heavenly Father. Lord, I can't do nothing without you, Heavenly Father. I thank you for this day, oh Heavenly Father. In your daughter's son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
First thing on the God.
Thank you, Jesus.
To my pastor, Bishop Bradley.
Yes.
All the ministers on the rosters, all my friends and sisters and brothers in Christ. It's a blessing to be in the house of the Lord one more time.
Yes.
Today ain't been an easy day for me. It ain't been easy all week, but I was told this was going to come to pass. But I thank God that I've been able so far to stand the test. Any other test that God put before me, I pray with the strength of God that I can make it. Amen.
Go ahead.
I stand before you not in no shame or fashion, no vain. Just to trying to be a vessel for God. To do what God wants me to do.
You're doing good.
Don't look at me, look at the message.
That's right.
All of you that have your Bibles, please stand for the word of God.
Amen.
Turn your book to Mark, 5th chapter, the 25th through the 34th verse. You have it, please say amen.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Jesus, she came to the press behind and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up. And she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, who touched my clothes?
Who touched me?
And his disciples said unto him, thou seest the multitude turning thee, and sayest thou, who touched me? And he looked around about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing that was done in her, came and fell down before him, and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. We're going to use for a topic today, pre-existing conditions.
All right.
Pre-existing conditions. And we all have pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, we do.
All was saved when we was putting that chair, and some we still dealing with pre-existing conditions. And can you imagine this woman being suffering with this pre-existing condition for 12 long years? 12 long years she had the flow of blood in her body.
Come on now.
Amen. And just think about what she had to go through. According to the law back then, if a woman had this such issue, she was not to be seen in public. Whatever she touched was considered unclean. That's right. Oh Lord, man. She couldn't come outside at all. She was publicly ostracized. Her family criticized her. And if she was married, her husband had the right to divorce her. According to the law. Just think if we had that law going on right now. Jesus had came, okay? But see, when Jesus came, he took away all of that. Amen. We're going to go ahead and deal about these pre-existing conditions. We may not be dealing with a flow issue of blood, but we got them.
Yes.
Backbiting.
Yes.
False accusing.
Yes.
Whoremongering.
Yes.
Adulteress.
Yes.
Lesbianism.
Go ahead.
Homosexuality.
Yes.
Church folks killing people with their tongues in their mouth. We're dealing with pre-existing conditions. Just because we gave the man our hand don't mean we've been saved, amen? It don't mean all the conditions are gone, amen? We're dealing with them every day. We got to kill the flesh on a daily basis. Do we do it? Do we kill the flesh on a daily basis?
That's a good word.
Pre-existing conditions. But this woman here was dealing with this. And she was still pressing her way. And I thought about in Rome when it talked about tribulation working patience. Patient working experience working hope. She had the persistence. She had it. She may not know it was at that moment, but she had it. She was going by herself. What they said, she was a ride or die chick. She was going to ride it out. Like we ride out our sins every day. We ride our sins out every day. Because we know who we serve. We serve a true living God, amen. We may not be here today on some of these interests, but He gonna
Yes.
Going this doctor, going
Come
that
on,
doctor.
come on.
Not finding no hope. Just getting worse and worse.
Yes.
And I thought about pre-existing conditions. We all have insurance on our jobs, amen?
Uh-huh.
And if you have a pre-existing condition, sometimes you gotta wait longer than 30 days.
Wait longer than 30 days.
Before you can even see the doctor. Can you imagine what she went through? All the co-pays, all the money spent, and still not healed. Pre-existing conditions, not knowing what's gonna happen day to day. This woman was in excruciating pain. How much can relate to that? Our sickness. Some of them have cancer, diabetes, all this sickness. Not just a physical sickness, we're still sick.
You better come on here.
We're still sick. Spiritually still sick. We haven't been healed from our sins. We go to day in the same sin over and over again. But I'm here to tell you, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's why we're going to get released. We got to go to Jesus. We got to go to him. It's the reason he came. He had to get to that cross for our sins.
Oh, Jesus.
Pre-existing conditions.
Hallelujah.
And I thought about it. It's so deep. Conditions that